Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Libra for the entire month of August. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and I'm also going to look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming your way this month and see if you can use that to your advantage. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and go ahead and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so my decks are pre-shuffled. Here we go. All right, so can I have some cards for Libra? Okay, this is the King of Pentacles. In this deck, it's called Keeper of Boons. But I want to say, for those of you that haven't had a personal reading with me, this is my yes card. So in addition to aces, this card, when it comes up, is also a yes for me, and it's a positive card. So when I ask yes or no questions and I just pull one card, if this card comes up, it's a yes, and it's very, very positive. So that's your first card. That's why I'm telling you that. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. A lot of wand energy here. We've got the Chariot. And we've got the Five of Swords. For your, let me scoot these over just a little bit. For your opportunity, we have the Four of Cups. And for your challenge, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So let me go ahead and scoot this over. And let me show you how I read. This is the recent past, your present, your near future. This is the advice and guidance from Spirit. This is your opportunity, and this is your challenge. And I am psychic, and how I read is I feel the vibration of the cards in addition to getting downloads. So sometimes you might hear me stutter a little bit, or there might be a pause, and it's because I'm getting a download and I'm having to translate live for you as I'm recording. So just like I would during a personal reading, it's the same thing. Okay, so what I'm getting, and again, this is your entire month of August, is that we've got, you're just coming from such a beautiful energy and a beautiful position. And again, this is also my yes card. So not only is it the King of Pentacles, it's very positive reading, very positive King of Pentacles. I mean, you're really like grabbing this energy and this opportunity. And so what I see is that, you're coming from this beautiful place of being very stable, grounded, secure. You're very secure in yourself. You're secure in your surroundings. This ties into career and finances, senses of prosperity and abundance. This is, your location where you live, it's career, it's education, friends, family, it's what's in the material realm. And he's also holding the Hermit here, by the way, for this particular deck. So you also have this inward enlightenment. You embrace that search for enlightenment, and maybe you're a guide, and you can provide that type of instruction for other people. I mean, you're really at that level where you're feeling very comfortable and you have everything that you need, and life is good. And he's even a little lusty, right? So it's really, he's a good all-around guy. Good card. Okay. So this is the King of Pentacles in your recent past. In your present energy, we have another beautiful energy for you. And this is the Knight of Wands. And what I'm picking up from this is that, they want you, these are from the Spirit guides and from Spirit, they really want you to go out and grab what it is that you're passionate about. Whether it's going to be a career, relationship, job, doing something artistic as a hobby, something that's going to make you happy, but they really want you to take action on that, to be courageous and bold, imaginative, and really seize this opportunity. So that's definitely something that I'm getting, and to not be afraid of anything that might be going on around you. Right? So, don't let someone's negative attitude hold you back or prevent you from doing something that you really want to do. Okay? And then I'm also getting with this Five of Spells, this is for your near future. And this is more about, you know, you're going to have like this beautiful, healthy competition coming in for yourself. And I believe that's going to sharpen your skills. It's going to sharpen your, whatever you're passionate about and you're enthusiastic about. And you're also open-hearted with this type of energy, is that, you know, whatever it is that you're about to embrace, you're going to be meeting other people that are on the same journey, and they could be your equal, they could be better than you, they could also not be as far along as you, but you're really vibing with people that are your equal or above you in talent. And that's good, because you want that type of healthy competition. You want to be around people like that, because not only are you feeding off the energy, you guys feed off of each other, but what I'm also getting is that you're going to be sharpening your skills. So whether it's going to be like a competition, let's say for studying, and you're in a study group and everybody wants to do a good job. We all have been in one where there's one person that does absolutely nothing and they let the rest of the group do the work. That's the person you don't want to be around. That's the person that you want to cut from the group. It might sound harsh, you know, but that's the person you don't want around. They're going to drag everybody down. But for people that are equal and striving like you are, and people that are above you, right? Like, you know, that they've just been at it longer, or they just have more knowledge for whatever reason, those are the people you want to be around, because that's who you learn from. And they're also more authentic. You don't want to be around the lazy person. You want to be around people that are authentic, they're striving, and they're going for the same goal you are, because you don't want anybody to hold you back. You know, because they have their own reasons for that, their own drama that they have to deal with. But you are not experiencing that drama, by the way. You are really moving ahead, very clear and very decisive on what it is that you want to do. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. And again, this deck is pre-shuffled, so let me go ahead and pull some cards. So for a clarifier, we've got the Five of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So I just want to scoot these around a little bit so you can still see them. I'll just push that out of the way too. Okay, so then for the Five of Spells, that's being clarified by the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so for this King of Pentacles energy, it's being clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. And you've got, like I said, you've got this beautiful energy throughout here. And what I'm getting is that, you know, if you have any type of fear about what it is that you're about to embark on, that you really need to just look down and get involved in your work. And by you working hard and having like this great attention to detail, right, this meticulous detail, by you doing that, it takes away your fear, because you know that all this hard work is going to pay off. It's going to allow you to become an expert in the field and with whatever it is that you're going into. And right here, you've got that type of creativity, that imagination, that enthusiasm to really make it happen. But it's going to come down through a lot of hard work. So with this fear and any type of, like, you know, you might even fear rejection. You might feel that, you know, you're not good enough, that you're not healthy enough, or whatever it might be with this particular card. You find your way out through working, you know, through, you know, putting that fear aside and really focusing on what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. You're leading by example. And when the fear comes up, you don't let it get the better of you. And so when we get over here to this Knight of Wands energy, it's being clarified by the Three of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. And so again, what I'm getting is that when this fear comes up, it's now coming up in thoughts, words, and ideas. You thought it might be in the material realm, but you combated it with actually getting into hard work. So now when you're embarking on your journey and you're really pursuing your life's passion, now it's going to be thoughts, words, and ideas that come up. And this could be something where it's negative thinking on your part, that you're being more self-critical. And when those thoughts come up, just acknowledge them, and then just remind yourself, no, you're working so hard, you won't fail. There's no way you're going to fail. There's no way that, you know, you're not going to make it. You've been putting all this effort and energy in, and, you know, and again, also the knowledge. Okay, I want to make sure I say that too, your knowledge too. And so when these thoughts come up, you have to dismiss them, acknowledge them, because you don't want to repress them and then they come back like twice, 10 times as hard, right? Or as severe. But, don't let it get the better of you. You're not going to be breaking your heart if you don't let the fear overtake you. If you have self-doubt and fear, you are going to break your own heart. You're going to be betraying yourself, and it's not going to feel very good. In fact, you will have lost a lot of time on all this work that you've done if you let that happen. So keep moving forward, but just know that these thoughts and ideas are normal and they are going to come up, but just don't let them get the better of you and with the fear. Because not only do you have the Three of Swords, but right next to it, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's reassuring you this is a gift and blessing from the universe. It's literally handing you this gift, and you've got a portal right here to keep going for your passion, to keep walking through that, follow your path. You're going to have success. You have to take it, though. It's not just going to passively come to you. You have to actively take it. And that's why she's here. She is actively going for her passion. Be courageous, be bold, get out there and make it happen. And it's also about being open-hearted to also make it happen, right? To not come from a place of fear, to not let the fears get to you. And so really you're able to move forward with this. And this is your present energy. So with your near future energy, it's the Five of Spells. So this is about that kind of healthy competition and being around people that are moving in a similar direction that you are. And it's being clarified by the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. And so what I'm getting from that is that, now you've got this healthy competition. And like I said, you are meeting all these people, you're having a good time, you're celebrating. It's that sense of community, it has camaraderie. It's this type of, teamwork and enjoying it. So this kind of healthy competition, you're really enjoying it, right? You're having a good time and everybody's sharpening their skills. And so by doing that, it's almost like it's not even work at that point when you have this type of environment. And you run the risk, though, of having so many choices that you're not going to know what direction to take. So just be aware of that in your near future. You might be having this healthy competition and it might open up all kinds of doors for you. So, maybe you went into it, this is just an example, where you were going to be an attorney. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, am I going to do family law, criminal law, and then, constitutional law? What is it that you're actually going to do? You've had this healthy competition. And now you have a bunch of choices and you need to choose. Maybe it's a little confusing for some of you. Maybe it's not. It's that kind of a thing. So just be aware of that it's really going to open up a lot of doors for you by doing this. So that's really good, actually. The confusion, no, but everyone goes through that, right? It's kind of like if you go off to college and you don't really know what major you want, but a couple things that you like, and eventually maybe you switch your major because you start, sharpening it and really figuring out what exactly it is that you want to do. It's that kind of a thing, right? You want to be involved in law, but what part of law, you're going to find out, all right? And I guess nowadays, bankruptcy law would be a really good one because so many people after the pandemic, they need to file bankruptcy. Anyways, okay. So we've got this going on for you. So let's go ahead and look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. So we've got the Nine of Spells. So this is really saying that, everything you need is inside you. You don't need, so if you're going to manifest something, let me phrase it this way. If you're going to manifest something, you don't need to go and say, I need a crystal to manifest it. I need a wand or a staff to manifest it. I need a magic cup. I need this, I need that. You don't, actually. Everything you have is inside you. You don't need something that's from the exterior, right? And the other thing I have is that this is the Chariot card. So, the Spirit is saying that, you will have victory. You will have this type of success. And it's an active success. And it's this strength that you have that's coming in. But again, it's you continuing on your life path. That's what this reading is for you. This is your life path, is what's come through. And that you'll have success and victory. And it can happen fast for some of you. And for others, you know, it's going to be at your own pace. This, you know, the Chariot normally is about something fast, but I'm getting more that it's about you being victorious and successful, and it's the strength within, and only for some of you it will happen fast. For others, not so much. And I think that's part of why this card is here. Is this is talking about, this is the Five of Swords. This is talking about, you know, obstacles and challenges that might be ahead of you. And so that might be like one of the only things that really slows you down. Like most things in life, right? It's always an obstacle or hassle. An obstacle could be a person, a place, thing, an idea. This is the Suit of Swords, so it could be a thought, idea, word. So this could be part of your fear, negative thinking. This could be something somebody else says to you, and it makes you question what you're doing. It's that kind of a thing, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. So we've got the Eight of Swords. Again, this is coming down to your thoughts, words, and your ideas, and that type of feeling of restriction and maybe fear. Everything you have is inside you, but you still, you know, they're saying to be careful not to, you know, let that fear get to you. So that seems to be a common theme up here, is that this type of fear will lead to a type of restriction. You know, choose love. Choose this love energy over fear. The fear will definitely make you feel more restricted and will slow you down and make it more difficult for you to get the future that you want. And you also have this wounded warrior energy here. So with this Nine of Wands, it's like you have the stamina to go the distance, even if you're feeling fatigued. You definitely have this type of stamina and this resolve to make it happen, but you still, you know, no matter what they're saying, you still have to deal with your thoughts, words, and your ideas, and it's really this restricted fear type based feeling. So, but you have the ability to overcome that. So just know that. Excuse me. So the Chariot is being clarified by the Tower and the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Death card. So they're saying you really have a lot of stuff that you need to release. And I would imagine that it's really tied into fear and other things that piggyback on top of that fear. So maybe it might have been like you're afraid of success. Well, then it's everything else that piggybacks on that. Maybe you start thinking about childhood or other things that have happened to you. And so everything just kind of snowballs. And then you're going to have to deal with that. And so when that kind of baggage comes up for you with the Chariot, like I said, it's clarified by the Tower and the Knight of Cups. So it's going to happen fast. And so, like I said, for some of you, you can change fast. And for others, it's going to be a little slower. So we've got the fastness of the Tower and the slowness of the Death card over here. But when this Chariot energy comes in and the Tower is fast. And the Tower is there when you have so much pressure build up, or there's so much stuff that needs to be released and you're not able to do it on your own. The Tower steps in, which is the universe, and it does it for you. It's not really comfortable, but it does happen and it's necessary, and you're always happy after the fact that it let it go because it needed to be done, whether you could see it at the time or not. And so that's what this energy is here. You've got this Chariot with this success and everything's going great. And it's just saying, you know, you have a lot of stuff that you need to release. And then when you do release it, let this Prince Charming, this love energy come in. This is your love, your intuition, intimacy. This is you having a spiritual connection. This is you having a more artistic type life, you know, to be able to appreciate beauty and the finer things in life. And so when you have that Tower moment, I would also say give yourself some self-love, self-compassion, and, you know, that will help get you through it. Because just remember, it needed to be done. And at the end of the day, you love yourself. You want the best for yourself, and the universe wants the best for you. So you'll have that coming. And then with the Five of Swords, it's being clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Death card. So again, you've got more stuff to release. This is a slower release of what's coming. I'm also getting that with the Death card, that when this obstacle comes up, if you can handle it, do it. If not, just get out of its way and let it pass. You know, live to fight another day, right? Don't take a battle on that it's going to do you in. It's going to suck up your energy. It will psychologically hurt you. And this ties into that thoughts, words, and ideas that, you know, you don't want to create a situation for yourself where now, you know, you've taken a hit intellectually, right? And you go back to some type of negative thinking or something like that. So, you know, really be aware of that. You have a lot of stuff that you need to release. This is coming from the universe. But at the same time, emotionally, you know, you really have this, you know, emotional fulfillment is the 10 of Cups. This is the 9 of Cups. So he's really talking about being satisfied with, he has everything except the happy, joyous family. You know, he's in the sensual realm. Again, he's another person that can appreciate the finer things in life, beauty, success, and just, you know, he's almost cocky too. He's very full of himself, but he's earned it, right? He's at the 9s right now, and he's really embracing it, and he's loving it. And so this is the advice and guidance from Spirit, is that, you know, they're not pushing you towards a family right now, but with this 9 of Cups energy, they definitely want you to be able to appreciate this type of beauty and to have this type of emotional embracement of life itself, because it's like the Knight of Cups walking to the 9 of Cups, going this way to your future. And so I guess the walk away is, you know, definitely continue to have your heart open, because you have it open up here, even though some fear comes up over here, a little confusion, but this is fine because it's about all the choices that have opened up for you, right? So just kind of continue forward and be aware of that when these thoughts, words, and ideas come up for you, how you want to handle them. And again, this could even be a letter from someone, a text message, a phone call. It doesn't just have to be inside your own head. It's thoughts, words, and ideas. They could also come from other people. It could come from social media. It could come from, let's see what else. Well, it can just come from any of those areas, really. And so that's what's kind of like going to bring up this little bit of fear energy. All right. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So for your opportunity, we've got the 4 of Cups. So this is a little bit of boredom. It's a really stagnant energy. He's missing all the gifts and blessings in the universe. And you have a gift and blessing right here, and also right here with this King of Pentacles, for how I read as a reader. And so, you know, you're missing something, and you're bored, and you're apathetic. So that's your opportunity to overcome that type of feeling when it comes up. Your challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. And so in this deck, you know, she's kind of plodding, she's just moving along, but she's enjoying it, right? She's really enjoying her walking through life, taking it slow, and just savoring the moment. And so this is your challenge, is to be able to enjoy this as you're going, especially with this healthy competition up here, celebrating with friends. Really enjoy what it takes to get to your goal. Because they'll always say, it's not just the attainment of your goal, it's also enjoying the ride to get there. And that's what this card is telling me to tell you. Enjoy the ride to get there, to your success, so you can become an expert in whatever the field is that you want to go into. This is your challenge. So let's get some clarifiers. So for your opportunity, the 4 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Swords, by the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So this seems to be a recurring theme right now for this month of August for you. It's these thoughts, words, and these ideas. And so this 4 of Cups, this boredom and apathetic type energy with you missing gifts and blessings from the universe, it's being clarified by the 9 of Swords and the Emperor. So again, I'm getting that, you know, and especially with this card right here, and this is your opportunity, is to overcome that, is that this is stuff that you've created in your own head. This is like night terrors. It's whatever, you know, you're thinking about, whether you feel anguish or grief or a regret, anything like that, that's keeping you up at night, that's coming from your own head. This is what I'm getting for you right now. And so for your opportunity to overcome this, it's also going to be you overcoming these thoughts, words, and ideas. So this is coming within your own head right here. So pay attention to how you're thinking about things, and you can reprogram your brain, like catch yourself when you say something and replace it with a different mantra. And that will help give you a shift. It's going to give you a vibrational shift. And it's also going to allow you to see things differently, right? Kind of like a hanged man effect. See it differently. It's also being clarified by the Emperor. So you definitely have this ability to have this Emperor energy. But again, it's the way you think that you have to overcome that to be able to get to the Emperor. It's this fear, anguish, boredom. It's you being frustrated. Once you can deal with your emotions and turn them around or not dwell on them as much, not let them keep you up at night, kind of acknowledge that you feel that way, but then do something about it. And that's when you can evolve into this type of Emperor energy, where you've got this structure, this security, this fatherly energy, and love, right? Because he's still opening up his heart. He just expresses it different than the Empress. The Emperor is more, this outward look of a king, of the Emperor, right? He is literally looking out at his family, his community, the world, and his empire, excuse me. He's looking out upon that. And so that is you. And he's very comfortable in his position, and he's very respected, and he's very diplomatic, he's very sound of thought. And so this is where you're trying to get to. So when you have this type of thinking, really look at that. This is your opportunity to really look at that and evolve into this Emperor type energy. When we get over here to your challenge, again, it's that Knight of Pentacles. It's that plodding along and enjoying the slow movement. It's being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And, again, with this Five of Cups, this is your challenge. So the Five of Cups, your challenge is to look behind you and realize you've got two cups behind you, right? It's kind of like this energy up here. So it's your thoughts, but this is an emotional one, right? So these are, so I know it's thoughts, words, and idea with the swords, but what I'm trying to say is with this one, let me pull it out. So with this one, this is Cups energy, and he's very bored and apathetic. This is the 4. So this is the 5 of Cups, and he's feeling grief and regret and bereavement over something that's been lost. It could even be over the death of a loved one. But he's just seeing like what he has, and he doesn't realize what he actually has. So he keeps looking towards the cups that have spilt. And, it's really upsetting. Well, if he would just turn around, he'd realize he still has 2 left, and, he can work to build it back up again. But he's not turning around at this point. So it's that type of grief. And again, this is your challenge. So your challenge is to go through and enjoy the ride. It's going to be slow because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. But enjoy the ride. Enjoy your trip to become the expert, to get to your life passion, to get to where you're going up here. And with the Knight of Swords, with this energy, it's saying a couple of things to me for this particular reading and placement. It's saying that he's also trying to get your attention. He's coming in fast. He really wants you to turn around. It's up to you to turn around, but he's coming in fast to tell you, hey, turn around. Focus on the good, because she's focused on the good and enjoying it. He's very swift moving. He's the fastest of them, and he's very intelligent. He's rash. He's bold, and he will just charge right in. And so he's wanting him to turn around. And so that's what I see for you, is that when these come up, you need to address it right away. Any type of negative thinking or any fear, you need to address it right away. At this point, with what I'm getting from this card, you have to address it. And he's also very truthful and very honest. And so he's telling you, point blank, he's being very blunt about it. You need to turn around and look at your other 2 cups. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. And he's feeling sorry for himself too. So that's something that you're going to have to overcome intellectually and emotionally. for the month of August. So just be aware of that. That's coming in for you, because everything else, wow, I mean, you are just moving towards your life's passion. You're going to be meeting people, if you haven't already, that are going to be part of your future. And, you know, you're going to be meeting your tribe of people that are interested in what you're interested in. And you guys just feed off of each other and you thrive. You still have a lot of stuff you need to release with the Tower and the Death card. Just want to, you know, reiterate that. But other than that, everything's looking fantastic. All right, Libra, that's it for the month of August, and I will be making other videos for weekly updates to go ahead and assess that situation. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a great month. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.